What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review, and this time we're taking a look at Snow Day, the Nickelodeon movie from 2000. Alright, let's waste no time. Let's get right into it. I remember watching this movie way too much as a child. I used to like Snow Day. I thought this was a fun little goofy movie. Watching it back 22 years later, this movie is still harmless. It is what it is. Snow Day is not a comedic movie that you're going to remember or that it's going to break new ground. It's an innocent kids movie that when you put it on, you get a little nostalgia rush if you've seen this movie. But even when you watch it now, some of the jokes, I think they're still pretty funny. The movie does have a very solid cast that includes Chevy Chase, who plays a weatherman. His rivalry with another weatherman named Chad is actually mildly entertaining. I actually wish that could have had more expansion, to be honest with you. The stuff with the kids, his kids, his daughter who is obsessed with snow and wants snow days. That way she don't have to go to school and just have fun. That stuff is okay. The stuff with his son, Hal, who is going through the teenage angst of having a crush on a girl who doesn't notice him. Pretty much Hal's story takes up the majority of the movie's runtime, and it's okay. It's very by the book, superficial, shallow, boy likes girl sort of thing. But little does Hal know the girl that really likes him is right under his nose, and he doesn't realize that until the other girl makes a move, sort of thing. So Hal's story is really typical and superficial, to be honest with you. It's kind of the weakest part of the entire movie is Hal's love story with this girl, Claire, played by Emmanuelle Chouki, who is drop dead gorgeous in this movie. Let's not mince words. She's fantastic. She's good looking. She's great. The stuff with Hal and the love and the pseudo love triangle that he has with Claire and his friend Lane. That stuff is okay. It's by the books, by the numbers. Nothing really all that there. The more entertaining stuff with Hal is when Claire's ex-boyfriend is constantly harassing him. That stuff is actually pretty decently funny, which leads to a mildly entertaining chase with a bunch of snow scooters. That got a couple of chuckles out of me. So I'll leave it at that. The stuff I do actually find funny is with Hal's sister and her rivalry with Snowplow Man, played by Chris Elliott. Now, this part of the movie I actually think is actually more funny. Then again, I like Chris Elliott as an actor. I think he's really, really funny. I thought he was actually mildly entertaining in this movie as Snowplow Man, who's like this disgusting villain who in the kids' eyes, he's the one that you want to take down, so that way you can get more than one snow day. That whole rivalry I think is okay. It's silly, it's goofy. I think there are moments where it gets a little too dark. There's literally a scene where Snowplow Man straps one of the kids to the front of a snowplow and in a crucifix-like position. It's like, yikes, this is a kid's movie. Tone it down a little bit. You don't have to go that far. But that is what it is. But, like I said, this movie does have some decent cameos. You have Iggy Pop, who plays the owner of an ice skating rink. Iggy Pop's cameo is the most entertaining part of this whole movie. He plays this guy who's obsessed with soft music, and it puts everyone to sleep. And then you have this one scene where Lane runs in, says, someone did something bad in the bathroom. He's like, then as Iggy Pop is scrubbing up the words, Al Martino bites the big one. He's doing a rant on current society, and he has the award-winning line of Metallica sucks. I love the irony of Iggy Pop's commentary, of Iggy Pop's appearance in this movie. If you know Iggy Pop, he's one of the godfathers of modern day punk music, which inspired bands like Metallica. So him playing a character that in a way doesn't like modern trends and hates Metallica, I thought was actually pretty humorous and pretty funny. And it's Iggy Pop. If you add his screen time together, it amounts to about a minute, but it's a memorable minute to me at least. What else? And then you have the subplot with Hal and his sister's mom, being a workaholic and having no time for her family. But then you get to the end, that all gets resolved. So that's that. And you have the running joke of this principal of the school principal constantly getting harassed by snowball fights, which I actually think that running gag is actually really, really funny. That's pretty much all I got to say about Snow Day. It's a very thin-lined movie with a story. There's not really a storyline except for Hal and his conquest. It's just multiple stories being run together all at once, and that's pretty much it. Uh, to put a final stamp on it, Snow Day is a quick watch. At least it does have some entertaining moments here and there. I mean, it's not memorable. It's not high class comedy or anything like that. But it will get you some. It will get you some. It will get your nostalgia nerves going, and it is overall harmless. Which is why I'm going to give it a solid. I'm going to give it a solid 5 out of 10. Just watch it to get to for nostalgic purposes. If you're looking for like laugh out loud comedy, you ain't going to get it with this movie. But if you're looking for something to like reignite your childhood, definitely give it a watch. So yeah, 5 out of 10 for Snow Day. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.